guy that's got one of the pretty big operation. They're a very top-notch church, and they've got huge membership. They've got college facilities. They've got 4 churches, 3 or 4 churches that are ongoing. So they're huge. The statement was about the fact that exactly what the Hillside Church guy is talking about. Not building another church. It's a waste of building most of the time. So, his actual thought would be to build a community center and then have a church in the community center and have a building just like the Shanks guy, even though he was kind of more into the money and profit aspect, but filling a building all day, every day, all night, making it work. So that's a really that right there. If we could figure out a way to make that happen, the Hillside Church could put us on the map in North America, not just in Calgary or Northwest Calgary or a few people talking about us. We will have people coming from the entire continent to see what's going on here, because that's what they're talking about. Not building churches that are empty. It's completely unsustainable. It's just it's a big thing that's being talked about right now. So it's something to pursue. So we've got to form and capitalize the team and to carry out the above. That's a big thing, and that's where I'm at. I've got a draft feasibility study book for you, and hand those out, and hopefully everybody can have time to go through it and look at some of these numbers and things. I'll have confirmation on some budget pricing, and again, really seriously budget pricing. And it's for this building that's got a huge church. So, it can go anywhere. The size of this thing can change, quite a bit. This building here could be half the size. The one point I will make is that this building has got to happen. Otherwise, the place is shut down for a year while we're trying to do what we're really trying to do, which is the social heart. And again, the social heart doesn't create a lot of opportunities here as far as financial gain, although I think we'll all be very surprised on how much money we can generate out of a little coffee bar there and a small cafe. Some of the venues, you could have venues here, you could rent it out for, before a wedding, for example. Another thing I would just like to talk a little bit about was membership, and how I've got a bit of a plan or a strategy for how membership would happen. My view is, just from what I can gather, at least one good approach, and it's just a strategy at this point, preliminary ideas. But the way that this would happen, as far as membership goes, is that anybody that uses this facility has to be a member. So you have to be a member to come in here. This isn't a walk-in from an off-the-street place. If you want to walk in off the street for just coffee or whatever, you need to be with a member. Now, I'm sure there can be some gray area there, what I've proposed as a structure is like a bronze, silver, gold, and just names for now, platinum memberships. So bronze gets you a basic membership package to come into this place. So you can come in, use the social gathering area. You can work in you can go to all the programs. You can take a class here. You can do all those kinds of things. You can come into the social gathering area. You can do that. You can bring friends in on day passes, or because you can bring someone in with you. Then you have silver, which would get you in the same basic services, our use, I guess, and then also use of a convention office building center here. So we've got not a convention, but a conference, business conference sort of center in there. Again, and nothing in this building can be for profit. There can't be a profitable organization that guys set up here and make money. The MD has made that very clear. I'm sure you guys are all aware of that, but just so you know, there isn't nobody can set. You can't rent an office in here and carry on business, and unless you're a nonprofit organization. So this conference center would be something that we could utilize on a day pass, or the community could use it to do various things, and so there could be some kind of small business center up there as well. So I think silver would be good for that. Gold would get you all of that plus a membership for the fitness club, and then platinum would get you all of the above, but with some executive privileges. And I think we should again take it over the top a little. Have some have nice locker rooms and facilities, and maybe they get their own locker permanently and things like that. So that's kind of how I thought we would do it, and that's how you get into the fitness club. So again, you can't just go, I want to join the fitness club. You're joining the community center. I think you have to do that. I mean, I thought about it a lot. It's just, you can't start subdividing it out. It's a community center. We're building it for the community and surrounding areas. Now, having said that, say that these guys from the Optimist Clubs guys come in, what you could do there is you could offer them sort of bulk memberships, so that they're allowed to have a basic membership, and they can come in, use the facility, go to the Social Heart, that kind of stuff. So there's obviously some exceptions, and I've outlined some in the report here. So that's something to think about. But I think the fitness facility overall is our biggest, and I'll have the revenue and operational outline done by the weekend here that we can all start looking at. And